we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Like that,
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. We can look at this Browns defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Right back to Achane on second down. There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Yeah. Okay, Anthony. You pretty?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And trouble trying to middle here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns
What?
in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
Women's football league?
No
That's crazy because I don't watch her whole process. But when she was just a star track athlete.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw, Watson. Rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Devon Achane. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Put clamps on the
Well, got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They set up the screen to Chubb.
And
this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on first down, it's Purdy. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 21-0 our score after 1.
Fat that.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
You know, like your timeline and stuff that you on social media.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
I don't like nothing.
On the return
Go
from his inside.
check my light. Go check my light.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Nuh-uh. Go check him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Go check him.
They enter play here in this one, a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing.
He's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Do you love me?
A give running right is Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. It's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Right side, and he finds Gray. Touchdown! Danny Gray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This complete to David Bell. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 172 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Watson. And now here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to speed things up here. Watson off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to claw one back. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Purdy now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it, and a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Running the slant, Gray with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Isaiah Foskey able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown, Browns. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. In motion, there goes Bell. Purdy now on second down. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Watson on first down. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Watson looks to throw again, and that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run for it. Chubb fights through him, shreds him with his stiff arm, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Jakeem Grant, 44 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's free going down the outside. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devon Achane, 59 yards. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Moody for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Back to throw, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Again, it's Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to widen their advantage. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. It's up 2nd and 11.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Watson. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And the Browns are going to be set up at 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fat Dad, stop.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Out to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Adam, go throw this in the track. Yeah, track.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.